Hello and welcome to another Borderlands 2 video. As you can see, I'm in the Dragon Keep. Now this is just going to be a little sort of loot update, an update on some of the new loot that they've put in this Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep DLC. And right at the end, I'm just going to blast through the Handsome Sorcerer, and it's an easy way to get some decent loot, some potential legendaries. Anyway, let's crack on with this. So new loot. I mean, there's quite a fair bit of new loot. I'll start off with the grenades. I'll show you what they're like. So the new grenades, new unique grenades, are the magic missile, the lightning bolt, and the fireball. Personally, I find the magic missile to be the best out of the three. So that just fires two balls like that, two slag balls that home in on your targets. And it slags them. It's fairly powerful, and it is a really decent grenade actually. Anyway, fire on with the lightning bolt, and that just sort of, don't know if you can see really there, sort of sends out basically a lightning bolt from your hand. I mean, it's kind of cool, not terribly useful. So it's not really a grenade as such, it's more just like, lightning bolt coming from your hand. Can't really describe it any other way. Now we're on to the fireball, which again is just a fireball. What more can you say? Again, these aren't bad. I keep ducking down there. These aren't bad grenades, but just for my money, the magic missile is the best. Decent damage, and obviously it slags your enemies. I've got two of them. So let's some legendary guns, some new legendary guns in the game. I've got one of them, crit, the Miss Moxie's crit. Let's swap that in. Oops. This is not a bad weapon, although it does drop out your hand randomly while reloading. So in the red text it says slippery when wet. As you can see, doesn't do it every time you reload. No, it won't do it again now. So it's just something to be beware of. It will slip out your hand. Slippery when wet there. Not a bad weapon. Incredibly good electrocute damage per second there. As you find with all Miss Moxie's weapons, really, much better than the ruby. What else have we got? What else is new? The sword explosion. Let's see that. I suppose sword explosion is not bad. It kind of shoots swords, which is pretty epic in my book. It won't. Oh no, it will blow up into three little swords. Basically, you shoot a sword. It's like a cutlass or something, and then that sword will explode, and then spawn three little swords, and then explode as well. It's pretty good. It's by no means the best weapon ever, but it's one of the coolest just because it shoots swords. What else have we got here? Let's have a. What should we look at? Another unique weapon that I've not got is, I'm just faffing about now, is the Grog Nozzle. The Grog Nozzle being a, let's shoot this somewhere. The Grog Nozzle being a pistol, a bit like the ruby, whereas it will regenerate your health, a percentage of your health, wait, let me rephrase that. It's going to regenerate your health from a percentage of the elemental damage that you deal out. I think, I'm not sure what the rubies is. Not much. High teens. I think, is a percentage of your health that it regenerates. But the Grog Nozzle is much higher. but it is a mission reward, and if you turn that mission in, it will disappear from your inventory. So be wary of that as well. This is the ruby. I've not got the Grog Nozzle. I completed the mission before I knew about it. Let's go to some Seraph weapons. There are two new Seraph weapons. The Seeker, which is, I don't have either of these weapons. The Seeker and the what is it? The Florentine. Now the Seeker is a Torg assault rifle that basically has seeking bullets. It's pretty cool. Again, not the best, but it's cool because it's got seeking bullets, really. And the Florentine is sort of a dual element weapon, plasma caster. So it will deal slag damage and shock damage. I think it's always those two elements. I've never seen any other elements. But again, that's pretty cool. A couple of new shields. I've forgotten what the other one is, but my favourite is the antagonist. Now the antagonist is not much, in fact it's not any use really to you in the Dragon Keep DLC, because it effectively deflects bullets, and there's only a select few enemies in this game, in this DLC, sorry, that shoot bullets at you. A couple of the sort of dual wielding ogres and the dual wielding dwarfs, they do that, but it will also shoot slag balls at the enemies, which is really cool. So I've kind of gone for sort of a middle of the road one. It's got a pretty decent capacity, although I have seen ones with higher. Again, I've seen ones with higher recharge rates and delays, or lower recharge delays should I say, but they're not quite as good in the stats below it. So the deflection chance is obviously the chance it has of deflecting the bullets, and each of those deflected bullets will do 500% damage to enemies that they hit, which is really good. And it also reduces your damage taken by 31%. Now I have seen higher stats on all of those, but this is sort of a middle of the road one that I've taken. I've swapped out. I was using different shields for their capacity, just in case the B shield just wasn't doing it for me. And so I got this, but it's a really good shield. I can see it being really useful in other parts of the game. Should we get on to legendary weapons? The first legendary weapon is the Firestorm. I'll run through that. Grenade. There is also another legendary grenade mod, the Chain Lightning. I haven't got the Chain Lightning, but I'm definitely on the lookout for it. It looks really good, because this is a cool grenade. You shoot it and it's instantaneous fireball with 3 or 4 other fireballs raining down. Fireball! That is awesome. What was that? That was 3 raining down, coming out from nowhere. A bit like the meteor shower, except sort of instantaneous, and fireballs coming shooting down from the sky. Oh, it's so cool. It's a pretty good grenade mod. I mean, if you're being chased, it's not the best, but if there's a group of enemies, you can just pop that out and boom. I think all these grenades in this DLC slowly regenerate grenade ammo over time, which is really good. So you can just equip it and leave it. I'm not sure how long it takes, but never mind, we'll pass over that. And the last legendary weapon is the Ogre. The Ogre, which is a Torg assault rifle. Which I haven't got either, and I think you have to get it from the badass level in the sort of slaughter dome. I've got it active at the top there. The magic slaughter round 1. As you can see, I'm doing really well on that one. And you get it after you finished round 5. I think you get a chance to then go back in and do a badass round, and right at the end of that, the big boss of that round, I guess, has a chance to drop the Ogre. Now I'm just going to quickly blast the Handsome Sorcerer. For this I'll be using the Unkempt Herald and the Stopping Sandhawk. The reason I don't use the Stopping Sandhawk all the way through is that the second incarnation is resistant to shock damage, so that I switch out to the Unkempt Herald and obviously the B-Shield. So I mean, if you can get him in the right place, it is so easy and so quick. You have to sort of find him, which one he is. Blast through all of them. Careful of that. Feck's sake. Get my shield back. That damage. Oh, that is why. I wonder why I wasn't slagged. Got the magic missile on. Go on, Sam. Need some slag now. Boom. Right, so quickly switch out to the Unkempt Herald. Slag him, because this guy is resistant to shock damage. This one takes a bit longer. Whoa. Yeah, well, I'll slag you then. I have, oh my good god, it's just like that thing I was saying where it's just, as soon as you press the record button, it's just like, I'm going to put you down as many times as possible, in as short a time as possible. Jeez, oh. Should have slag, I should have ruin on, but he's slowing me down. If you can get his criticals, this is so easy, this fight. If only I had it. If you got a fire sandhawk or something, I mean that's it. It could be so much quicker than this. Just sort of pounding him with this, which is, I'm stuck on something. Oh come on. Right, I'm gonna slag you again. There we are, finally. You're gonna look fabulous. Oh ho ho, what happened there? That's the one I want. Come on, man. Check that out, half his life. This guy can be quite difficult if you don't take him out quickly. The amount of dragons he spawns is incredible. So it really is, you really have to take him out as quickly as possible, but it's really not a problem. I love this little soundbite. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, I made it look a bit more difficult than it actually was, but it is a piece of piss, really. And I've heard he has the same sort of loot pool as the warrior, which is pretty good, because if you're looking for anything from the warrior, you just come here, and I think the drop rates are slightly higher, which is good. Pat one of these relics out. Awesome things. So there you go. I mean, it will always be in the sequence middle, left, then right. So you'll first incarnation spawns there, second spawns on the left, third spawns on the right. And like I say, the second is resistant to shock, so put those shock weapons away. Anyway, no legendaries for me today, which I'm a bit bummed about. Never mind. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.